2 weeks have passed since Raziel and Lisa started training in the Cherisific Valley. Since no weak Pokémons lived there, the only sparring partners were Charizards and Lady. Charlotte didn't allow them to slack off. The training was hard, especially for Raziel, since he was preparing to fight against his father, a Pokémon trainer that only once in his life lost against a fire Pokémon. Lisa's days were spent learning about fire Pokémon, their behavior, what type of food they like, how to handle them, and helping Charlotte packing up Charizards that didn't know when to back down from a fight. And when Raziel's training was done, the two of them fight. The 2 out of 3 battle to improve their teamwork. Usually Lisa was the winner, but that wasn't what Lady Charlotte was interested into. She just wanted to enhance Blaze's stamina, and that type of hard training was exactly what Blazes needed to grow strong. Unfortunately for Lisa and Charlotte, fighting against a Charizards was out of the question. She was smart and level-headed in battle, but a Charmander was simply too weak to put a fight against a strong opponent, so her only combat training was against Raziel for now. Raziel's days were spent training with Blaze, and Lady Charlotte found some interesting ways to train Blaze. The hardest training was the most simple one. Blaze just need to touch Charizard, but he wasn't allowed to use Dig, and to make it fair, Charizard wasn't allowed to use attacks that will inflict physical damage on contact, so Blaze needed to touch a Charizard. That is, his favorite attack was Air Cutter. Just getting close to him was a challenge. Of course, he wasn't attacking seriously, but the point of the training was not to get hit by the attacks, and every training was on time limit. Raziel was against that at first, but Charlotte explained that it was pointless to force Blaze past his limits. He needed to surpass them naturally. The young boy was a bit too impatient, but he understood that Blaze's well-being comes first. But both of them being so well, Charlotte decided to let them have a bit of fun today, but she knew if she told them that they have the day off, they would just train, so instead she asked them to get her some berries from a small forest not so far away from the valley. And for their progress, they will be given permission to fly there. She picked strong Charizards to fly the kids there, mostly as a protective measure, but telling them that the Charizards will only interfere if they get in real troubles. Lisa's Charizard was a serious one, and Raziel's was a bit energetic, but unlike Lisa, who had to ask the Charizard for permission, Raziel just climb up almost like he and that Charizard were old friends. That almost surprised Charlotte, the way that Raziel can instantly become friends with any Charizard was surprising. The kids were off, but not before Raziel telling Venusaur that he will be gone upon returning. Lisa challenged him to a race, and since he couldn't resist, Raziel accepted. Charlotte tried to tell them to be careful, but she knew it was pointless. Besides, she instructed the 2 Charizards to take good care of her students. After the kids took off, she made herself a cup of tea and enjoyed the quiet time, happy that now her knowledge and the valley will be in good hands in case her time will arrive. After realizing they were flying in the wrong direction, they dropped the race and just did what they were supposed to do. Upon arriving, the two looked a bit before finding the tree, but like in life, nothing hits. The simple because the tree was guarded by Beedrill's bot decided that a fight will be pointless and they should find a different way. Lisa then suggested to bait them away and send Charlotte to pick the berry since she was way nimble than Blaze, and just like that, they picked some corn berries, turned them into a past, and put them somewhere not too far away from the nest. Then Lisa told Charlotte to use dig and stay hidden until the Beedrills are gone to take the nearest berries and jump back in the tunnel with a bit of help from the two Charizards using their wings to spread the scent. The plan worked and no one had to fight. The Beedrill picked up the berries that weren't smash and returned them to their nest, but WHN they returned. Charlotte already collected the berries. After they were at a safe distance from Beedrill's nest, they took a moment to catch their breath. Lisa told Raziel she was surprised that he didn't just fight against those. Beedrill smiling, Raziel told her that he doesn't solve all his problems with violence, and he only uses it as a very last resort. They stood there for a while talking some more about what they will do after their training. It's over for Raziel. He didn't know what he will do after. L8 Saw on the other hand told him that she considered remaining in the valley and maybe opening a Charizard school for trainers that wished to have a strong bond with their Charmander. She was inspired by Raziel and Blaze's bond, even told Charlotte what she wanted, and Charlotte accepted her idea with one condition: that she first will prove that she's a strong fire Pokémon trainer. After a while they decided to return back, but on their way Raziel spotted the legendary fire Pokémon Moltres. He quickly told Lisa. Upon seeing Moltres, Lisa wanted to take a closer look, so they landed away from him, but upon getting close to him Raziel just walked on Moltres. Surprisingly, Moltres didn't fly away, but looked at the young boy before him. Raziel asked Moltres if he will accept a battle against Raziel. Hearing that, Lisa told Raziel that he doesn't stand a chance, especially since Venusaur was back in the valley, but Raziel reassured her, and pointing to the Charizard he flew here, telling her that he would use him, and after talking a bit with the Charizard they were ready to fight. Moltres was curious about the young trainer and wanted to test him, but for reasons known only by him, Moltres fight against Raziel.
Well, now that's over. I see your motives inside, decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong.
Raziel stopped the fight and acknowledged Moltres' power, therefore he wanted to fight them with Blaze, since using a Pokémon that's not his will be an insult to Moltres, telling them both him and Blaze will train and become strong enough to challenge Moltres to a real battle. Moltres accepted the challenge and gives Raziel a small white rock, then flies off. Arriving home, Raziel shows the rock to Charlotte, asking her if she knew something about it, telling her Moltres gave him the rock. Upon hearing that, Raziel fight against Moltres, and Moltres gave him a challenge stone. She was impressed and furious, explained him and Lisa that's a challenge stone, it's given when someone challenged someone else into a Fight a race that will happen in the future and the roll of the stone, it's to let the challenge party that is challenger it's ready and the rock will change colors if the challenge was a specific battle or race with an exact Pokémon and looking at Raziel she knew it was Blaze, so she decided to make his training a bit more difficult.